today is a bit of a day off. I've spent the morning just doing some editing at home, some computer stuff, answering emails, that sort of thing, working on the website. I've actually got 4 hours spare. The rain is just about holding off, so I've come up here. It's to this venue, which is only 6 miles away from where I live in Sheffield. This is Loxley Fisheries. It's a very well established commercial fishery now. I used to fish this a lot as a kid. We used to come up here on the bus, Dave Revitt and Craig Singleton and some of the Sheffield Juniors lads. We used to fish up here a lot. Back then we used to refer to it as Marshalls, but now it's Loxley Fisheries and it has been for a number of years. It's full of fish, so I'm going to have a 3 or 4 hour session on here with the method feeder. I'm going to be fishing it mobile, so I'm going to be plopping it in different areas of the swim and hopefully we're going to catch a few fish. Well, this is the peg 15 for those that know the venue. We've got these islands. Well, I suppose they're rafts actually, they're actually floating. They are tethered, but I don't know if some are more tethered than others. Certainly this one here looks like it's moving a little bit more than the others, so I'm expecting I'm going to have to be mobile today. The water's quite clear, it's only about 4 foot deep maybe. So I'm expecting I'm going to be starting about halfway, I think. I'm not going to go over to the islands or the rafts straight away, because if fish are going to back off, that's where I expect they're going to go. So I'm going to start about halfway and work my way across, and I might have to go in the gaps as well in between the rafts later on in the session, but we'll just kick off in the middle and see where we have to go from there. Well, the rig I've decided to use today is just a dead simple method feeder, okay? So it's not the sort that's got the sides on, and that's because I'm only using ground bait today. These empty much better when you're only using ground bait. When you're only using ground bait, the ones with the sides on, like the open method feeders, just hold that ground bait in more, and they don't empty quite as easy. They're brilliant for pellets, you know, for when you're putting pellets in. So that's all it is, just a nice simple method feeder, free running rig, got a quick change bead there, obviously, so I can change the hook length nice and easy. And I've got a size 16, bit of weed on that after that last cast. Got a size 16, I think that's a carp rigger, on a back with a band on. And as you can see, I've got a yellow mini wafter on at the moment, and I've cut everything on yellow today, and that's a 4-inch hook length. These are the ready tied ones that Matrix do, and that's it. It's just really nice, super simple way of fishing. And like I said, I'm just putting ground bait around it, so it's even a really cheap way of fishing as well. Well, I've moved further across now. I'm right next to one of those rafts, and I've just had 5 chucks. I had to wait quite a few minutes for the first one, but really the last couple I've had have been around the 5-minute mark. Just on the yellow chocolate, I think they're about a 4 or 5 mil, these ones. They're just less selective. I think they're great on venues like this, when you're not just trying to single out carp, when you're just really trying to catch anything that feeds on the bottom, like bream and skimmers. And that's why they're so good in winter, you know, because they're not too selective. And yeah, it's been a really nice session so far. I've only had bream. They're slowly getting bigger. I haven't had any signs of any carp or anything like that yet. There are lots of carp in here. But I'm just going to stick with it now. I'm now working my way further across now. I'm just going to have a go in between the rafts now, into that gap. I'm going to go a little bit past that as well, just as you're getting towards the centre of the lake, just to see if there's any carp holed up in the middle of the lake, because like I say, I haven't seen any sign of a carp yet. So I'm going to inch my way out some further towards the centre of the lake, just to see if there's any carp out there. Hybrid, you reckon? Definitely looking a bit hybridy, that one. Get little tiny indications all the time then on that cast. Just a case of making sure that I weren't going to pick up until I was sure the fish was on. But then it actually dropped bite then, so then I had no option. It's a little skimmer, or a smaller skimmer. That's now 24 in 24 casts. I've been clicking, been an incredible session. For any time of year, never mind this time of year. A little bit smaller this one, as you can see, just in the bottom lip. I think I've caught half of the fish on the same bait, on the same one. It's just on a little band, and I've used about a pint of ground bait, that's all. You can't get much cheaper than that. Just to give you an insight into how it's gone, I started off about halfway just here, and I didn't catch anything. I didn't get any signs, nothing. And what I then did, I then worked my way further across towards this raft here. Now if I zoom in for you, the raft is moving a little bit, but it is tethered. And I found that the best spot is bang on line with the raft, but just to the left of it. That's about here, that spot there. I have dropped one or two into this gap here, as though the fish were away from there, but I didn't catch anything there. And I also tried to the right as well. I didn't really catch much there either, only a couple of fish. But most of the fish have just come bang in line with that raft, but slightly to the left. I've now just had a couple of casts a little bit further past that, just towards this area behind the raft, because that is like the centre of this lake. This lake is actually triangular in shape, so that bit is the centre of the lake. And I've just gone out there now. I'm just going to have my last 2 or 3 casts out there, just to see if there are any carp out there, because all I've caught up to now have been bream. But it'd be interesting just to drop the same feed, the same ground bait mix and everything out there, just to see if there's any carp holed up out there in the middle of the lake. Well, that was a much better bite. I've gone out further into the middle of the lake, and straight away I knew that this was a different species. Well, I've gone out into the middle of the lake and I got a carp second cast, and I've just come back out again onto that same spot, out in the middle of the lake in the open water. I've got about 2 meters past that raft where I caught all those skimmers, and I'm into another carp, or it feels like another carp. Anyway, it's certainly not a bream. I haven't changed a thing. Still a yellow mini wafter, still with ground bait around the feeder, and it just shows that I've just changed the spot of where I've been fishing. Really glad I tried it now. I wasn't going to try it, I was going to go home happy anyway, but I had to try it. And again, it's just showing us that, you know, fish location in winter is a massive part of our fishing. Another lovely carp. Fantastic condition. But like I say, I haven't changed anything other than where I'm fishing. He's in great condition, this one. Beautiful condition, look at that. Even better if the sun was out shining, but we've got blue skies now, the rain's held off. It just, once again, it just reiterates again about how important fish location is during winter. This has been a brilliant session, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing lots more sessions like this on different venues up and down the country. Just trying different methods out, showing you lots of different methods, different tactics, and just approaching venues that I'm not as familiar with. I haven't fished here for years, so it's been a really nice workout. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to see all those future videos, just hit subscribe. And if you want to see more in-depth coaching style videos, ones that go more into more technical things around methods and baits, then you might want to check out that link just there. That's my other video channel, Patron TV. So take a look at that if that's the kind of thing you're into. But thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get on the bank again filming for you, and I'll see you all again real soon.